Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to showcase the fishing feature that we have on Cobblemon Delta. So if you played Cobblemon before, you probably know that they have a fishing system in the mod. Well, on Cobblemon Delta we have our own that works a little bit different. So yeah, I figured I'd make this tutorial slash showcase to explain the feature. And if you're a new player, this might be helpful, and even if you're an experienced player, maybe there's something in here that you didn't know about the fishing system. So the first thing that I'll mention is you might want to get a Pukumuku before you start fishing very seriously, because if you put it on your shoulder, it actually increases your bite rate. So yeah, I'd recommend catching one first before you really get started fishing. But I mean, you can fish without it if you want as well. It'll just make the process a lot easier. But once you are ready to start fishing, you can head over to the fishing shop in Area 0. It's near one of the labs. This is Lab 2 in Area 0. And you can also buy the custom fishing rods from the Pokemart at spawn as well. But like I said, this is different than Cobblemon, the base Cobblemon mods feature. So these are custom fishing rods that you have to use for this. So you just go up to the fisherman here and you can buy one of the rods from him, the old rod, good rod, or super rod, and there's all these tackles, and I'll get into them in a bit. They increase chances of certain things with your fishing rods, but yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. I'd recommend starting with an old rod because it's, well, first of all, cheap, and second of all, it's just a good way to make early Poke Dollars as well on the server, because if you fish up Magikarp jump forms, which are Magikarps that look a little bit different. I can actually show one real quick as an example. Here you go. This is like this is one of the special Magikarps you can find from fishing. If you find one of these, you actually get Poke Dollars for it, and the rarer that the variant is, the more Poke Dollars you get for it. So yeah, that's definitely how I would start. Now, to actually fish, it's pretty simple. You just use it like a normal fishing rod. You throw it into the water. But once you actually catch something, that's where it differs a bit from the normal Minecraft or Cobblemon fishing that you're used to. And you'll see that here when we get a bite. And again, I recommend having Pukumuku on your shoulder because it increases the chances. But there you go. You see we have a fish here. So it brings up this mini game, which if you played Stardew Valley, it's inspired by that. And once you have to, it was kind of quick, but I'll show it again. You have to keep the fish in the bar, and once that green progress bar on the top fills up, it will put you in a battle with the Pokemon. As you can see, I'm in a battle with a Goldeen right now, so I can either catch this Goldeen or kill it. We're just gonna end battle because I don't really care about the Goldeen, sorry. But you can also get items from it. There's some notable items in there. For example, there is the Manaphy Mega Stone, which is a custom item that is unique to our server. You know, we have a Mega Manaphy, which isn't normally in the real games, but that's like one of the custom things that we've added on Delta. And then some of the rare things to fish up are Battle Bond Greninja. As you can see, abilities Battle Bond. That's the only way to actually get a Battle Bond Greninja on the server. You can get Manaphy. Of course, you can also get Fione. Most people get upset when they get a Fione, but hey, it's still useful to have because when Fione goes on your shoulder, you will be given the water breathing effect. As you can see right there. Manaphy gives you Conduit Power and Dolphin's Grace, so it's better, but Fione is still useful for if you're doing water dungeons and stuff like that, and you just need permanent water breathing. So hey, they're not completely useless. If you're fishing in Area 0, like I am right now, you can get Terapagos as well as Rogue Prince, which is our, a Paradox version of Manaphy that we have on Cobblemon Delta. It's a past Paradox form. And you can see what they do by checking the Pokédex as well. Now, you probably have noticed that there are a few other kinds of fishing rods in my inventory, and I'll explain what they do. So the good rod basically increases your chance of loot a little bit more, to get better loot by a little bit. Oh, I forgot to put Pukumuku on my shoulder. But the good rod honestly isn't really that useful. It's kind of like something that you maybe use for a little while before you can afford a super rod, because you can't fish up any of the really good things, such as the Battle Bond Greninja, Manaphy, Fione, until you have the super rod. And you can check all of these rates on the Discord, I mean, not on the wiki, which is linked in the description, and on Discord. Discord also linked in the description. And yep, as you can see, it just works the same way. They all work like that. Now the super rod is where, like I said, you're gonna notice some upgrades. So the biggest thing with the super rod is the fact that, like I mentioned, you can get the rare drops, but also it makes it easier to catch things. The bar doesn't go down as quickly. You don't lose progress as quickly, and you'll see what I mean once I fish something up here. Should be pretty quick because, again, got a Pukumuku on the shoulder. You can also it also works like Minecraft fishing, where if it's raining, you have a higher chance of fishing stuff up. So actually, oh, we got something there. So as you can see, that green bar is filling up. Now if I let go, the bar doesn't decrease as quickly. So that's another benefit to the super rod. It makes things easier to catch. Oh, and there we go. I got a Magikarp jump variant, like I was talking about earlier. And yeah, so if you use the super rod, for example, I actually have a way to, if you use the old rod, for example, I will just do this as a demonstration. You'll see that if I fill up the progress bar, you see how quickly it goes down? Yeah, as opposed to when you're using the super rod, which, you know, a lot easier. So the next thing I'll go over is the tackles, and then I'll get into these more specialized fishing rods and explain those. But the next thing that is usually useful when fishing is these tackles. So you can read what they do on the server, but just to go through them quickly, the Enigma tackle makes the fishing bar bigger. So I can actually, here, if I do this, I have a command that makes me that can start fishing. So you'll see this, the green bar, not very big, obviously. It's pretty difficult to catch the fish. If you put the Enigma tackle on, that's what the bar looks like. So it becomes a lot bigger, makes it a lot easier to catch the fish. This is definitely recommended for higher level fish, because anything tier 4 or above, which I will show in a second here, becomes a lot harder to catch, which is what like Manaphy and Battlebond Greninja would be. So if I set it to a tier 4, it looks like a Feebas instead of a Magikarp on the bar, and you can see that it is much harder to catch. So obviously having this bigger fishing bar is definitely helpful. So yeah, you definitely want to have that if you're going for some of the rarer spawns. The Landsat tackle doubles the chance of catching a rare fish. Rare is, you know, the things like Manaphy, Battlebond Greninja, stuff like that. The Salak tackle increases bite rate even further, so if you have this plus a Pukumuku plus the rain, it really will increase your bite rate. You'll get a lot more stuff. The Raz tackle doubles shiny rate. Cherry tackle doubles hidden ability rate. Kelpsy tackle increases Magikarp chances. This is good, again, if you want to make some early game Poké Dollars. It is 20,000 Poké Dollars to put this on the old rod, but if you use it efficiently, because you get 100 uses of it, you can make the money back. And the Aguav tackle increases the chance of finding items. So this is if you're hunting for, like I mentioned, we have the Manaphyte, which is the Manaphy Mega Stone, and there's some other rare items as well. Like I said, you can view the loot pools on the wiki. There's two other fishing rods, or three, sorry. There's the Master Rod, which this increases the shiny rate significantly, and it also makes the catches easier and has a higher chance of good loot. This can be obtained by completing 200 Pokédex tasks. So in the Pokédex, each one has research tasks, and yeah, if you complete 200 of these, you get a Master Rod. The Ice Rod is similar to the Super Rod. It can be found in ice dungeons, so they can't be purchased, obviously, from the fishermen over there. And this has a different fishing pool. So actually, once again, I forgot my Pukumuku. Let me throw that on my shoulder. And I'll also, you know what, we'll turn the rain on as well, so increase my chances of fishing something up. But yeah, we're going to fish here, and you'll see that it is a different, slightly different pool. It has more ice types, and the main thing that you want from this is Omega Greninja, which I'll show you guys in a second. You can fish up Omega Greninja from this, as well as its Battlebond form, similar to how you can fish up the regular Battlebond Greninja from the regular fishing rods. And yeah, here, if we fish something up here, you'll see that it will probably be, oh, well, we got items, not an ice type. But anyway, yeah, you can also get items. Yeah, so the main thing from this that you want is, Omega Greninja. This is one of the rarer spawns in that pool, especially the Battle Bond form. I definitely didn't spend a second trying to remember how to do it with commands. But anyway, there we go. The last fishing rod that you see right here in my inventory is the fire rod, which, if it wasn't obvious, this is for lava fishing. So I'll bring us over to an area with lava, and yeah, let's fish. So this is how you obtain Volcanion, Chi-Yu, and just, you know, other rare items and fire types. Let's see if we get anything. Oh, there we go. You'll see that, and then we got something. Obviously, the background of the fishing bar is a bit different. And there we go. We got a diamond. So you get some, you know, useful items here and there. The main thing, again, that you want from that is Volcanion, as well as Chi-Yu, and there's Volcanion, and oh, and the other thing about Chi-Yu is from lava fishing, you can obtain the Chi-Yu jump form, similar to how Magikarp has Magikarp jump forms. We've actually added a bunch of forms for Chi-Yu as well, so you can, you know, you can get a bunch of cool ones from lava fishing. And then, yeah, that's pretty much everything with fishing. So obviously we have a pretty custom system compared to Cobblemon. It's a little more, you know, of like a mini game to it, so it's not as boring as just like the regular Minecraft fishing. And then there's a few other small things about fishing, like for example, the place I was at the beginning, you know, well, for most of the video, this Area 0 fishing. A lot of people hang out here because when you fish near other people, it actually increases your shiny rate. So the more people that you're fishing near, the higher that your shiny rate when fishing will be. Up to 10 people. After 10 people, it doesn't benefit any further. But yeah, up to 10 people in an area will increase the shiny rate. And yeah, I think that is everything. So if you're interested in joining the server, the Discord and IP are in the description. And I'll have the wiki linked as well if you want to look over some of our other features. And you can also check the channel for videos about other features. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope we see you on the server. See ya.